My garbage person is Katie Miller. And I don't want Katie Miller to have to be my garbage person. There's no reason any of us should even know what Katie Miller's up to. Why is she all of a sudden a thing? But the thing that she is unfortunately garbage, because you probably saw in the news, Disney has made this deal with OpenAI for $1 billion to let people make probably pornographic videos of Minnie Mouse soon. So that's cool, that's great for everybody, particularly the movie industry. And there's lots of reasons to be against it. She chose the dumbest possible one. This is what she tweeted. OpenAI, who is still donating money to transgender and DEI causes, is now partnering with Disney, the leader of kids' entertainment. After the total crash and burn of Snow White, you would think Disney would learn that parents don't want male princesses, which I guess was in Snow White. I didn't see it. Is that what the problem with the movie was? This is how they trans our kids and slip crazy DEI into everything. Yes, they're the ones slipping their crazy into everything, not you, who cannot go 5 seconds without thinking about trans people. And they're not transing the kids. How would that even work? Again, this is just 20 years ago, they would say they're making people gay. They don't say that anymore, but they say they're making people trans. And I say the same thing that I would have said then, but with this. How many Disney trans kids would you have to see, Katie Miller, for you to be transed? Stephen Miller, how many trans Disney things would he have to watch for him to be transed? Since you believe it is plausible that people will, against their will, be turned transgender, how many would it take for you? And of course, they think there is no amount, because it is at the same exact time, totally reasonable, that Disney literally isn't even making trans princesses, but if they were, that would convince kids to become trans. They'll totally remake their whole life, but obviously they don't think it would affect them because they're regular people. All of this is such trash, and at a time when we should be talking about OpenAI and the whole bubble and Disney getting involved in it, and how likely other companies are gonna start to, and how that does actually, these characters are not just the art, these characters are the voice actors who've performed them, the artists that did the drawings, and all of that is now just free reign for AI to use. And by the way, it's continuing the myth that OpenAI didn't already rip off all of these copyrights, which they definitely did in their training, by the way. And by the way, Disney now announces that they're gonna be suing Gemini, but like Google. But you could have sued him a week ago. You could have sued OpenAI a week ago, but you were working on this deal, weren't you? And now all of a sudden copyright matters, but only because you're getting paid by one. And that's their business right to do. But they're garbage too. It's mostly Katie Miller, but also OpenAI. Brett, what do you think?
It's funny. I remember when their problem that the right had with the live action Beauty and the Beast is that LeFou might be a little gay this time, when like it's word for word the same song as last time. Plus, she shtups a beast. She's physically, sexually attracted to a lion man. And has been since ancient France when they wrote this goddamn thing. Like, that's the whole message has always been love is love. I love it. Like, you have to be like, I remember there's a friend of mine who I was just trying to figure out like who they were doing it with, and I want to know what this person thought was attractive. And I realized I was just wondering like what parts are slapping against each other. And I realized I'm a pervert. I was like, I don't know if this makes you gay or they're trans or non-binary, but I just want, do you like wee-wees or hoo-has? And I realized that's a perfectly natural question to have, but it also makes me a pervert, and it's none of my business.
Yeah.
Like, there's all this stuff that you think that you shouldn't say. I've just really demonstrated that in the last 45 seconds. But like Katie Miller is actively trying to make this part of a conversation it has no business being in. There's plenty of stuff to cherry pick and have ethical problems with in a major studio selecting an AI group that launched the war of AI by breaking all the off limits tape that said you couldn't do certain things, like just gobbling up the entire internet to train yourself. OpenAI is the one who did it first. You can delve into all of that. But you're going to be like, I'm so lazy. And I'm just going to bring up trans people?
Yeah, and I don't know which is sadder. This isn't just for her, it's for all these people. Is it sadder that she doesn't actually believe this, but she's like, well, I don't want to have a job or whatever, like I did before. Now I think I could be an influencer. I have a podcast for some reason. I don't know why anyone would listen to Katie Miller talking about anything, but like I guess trans are bad. Listen to my podcast. Like I don't know if that would be sadder or if she actually thinks this. Now, she is married to Stephen Miller, so clearly there's something mentally, emotionally, psychologically wrong with her. So maybe she actually believes it. And maybe it's just that there isn't enough social stigma against revealing how much of a vicious pervert you are. Brett felt the stigma earlier in his life. Katie Miller's revealing how much of a weird pervert she is, and she's just not getting enough scorn for it. And I get that like everybody wants to like think about fun, spicy stuff or whatever. That's what she's doing. What's the alternative? Have sex with Stephen Miller? That's grotesque. That's worse than what Belle was doing with the Beast. And so I understand she needs an outlet for it, but this is no way to do it when we're talking about substantive issues. Including, by the way,
Stephen Miller, having sex with Stephen Miller, that's like having sex with a penis that has two eyes and a penis. Like his whole head looks like a penis with two eyes. Like two.
Okay, really fast, Brett. Trump has signed an executive order to try to stop any state from regulating AI. I don't even know if this is remotely legal or constitutional, by the way. I would presume that it is not. But it is designed to sue states and overturn laws that do not support, quote, the United States global AI dominance. So anything, any regulation at all. And if you do it, what are they gonna do? Well, if you're another country and you do something he doesn't like, you get tariffed. If you're a state and you do something he doesn't like, what does he do? Pull all state funding. They're the two tools that he has. That's it. So if you want to protect the people in your state, protect their privacy, protect copyright, protect your business whose data might have been stolen by these companies, no, screw you. You don't get to do that. We're going to take all the funding away from your state. Absolutely insane. But they're for states' rights, remember? That's why they did the whole Roe v. Wade thing. They just care a lot about states' rights. That's what it is. Anyway, those are our garbage people of the week, but all of you voted. 47,000 of you, and 1% voted for Sean Duffy for wanting workout rooms in airports. 16% went to the DHS for posting Christmas-themed deportation memes. 31% went to Mike Johnson for his healthcare plan ending ACA subsidies. But the narrow majority, 52%, went to Trump for continuing to downplay the struggling economy. Oh, that's referencing the affordability hoax. That's what it must be.
I didn't hear the Sean Duffy thing, and I'm like, yes, workout rooms in airports. One thing I want is the guy next to me to smell more.
You know, that's what I said when he covered it. Yeah. I just want him to have done a lot of pull-ups. You know, that's what I want.
Before he whips out his freshly microwaved fish tacos.
Exactly. Here is your hero of the week. 44,000 of you voted. 9% going to Hope Waltz for calling out Don Jr. on his daddy issues. 15% went to Jon Stewart for mocking Trump's fake FIFA Peace Prize. 18% to Somali citizens for fighting Trump's xenophobic attacks. But very clearly, 58%, your hero of the week is JB Pritzker for the new bill allowing citizens to sue ICE agents. I actually was not familiar with that story, but that is fascinating. Good job, JB Pritzker, at least on that.